In this demonstration, we'll see how DataSphere can create large scale-out data spaces using your existing storage. The first step is to add a storage node. Here we're going to add an Isilon node. We'll provide the IP address, the username, and a password. And we're going to also give the device a name. Once we've added the device, we can choose one of the volumes that we've discovered and add that into DataSphere. We'll see that we've added our volume, and we see that we now have one volume in a capacity of 555 gigabytes. The next step before clients can mount this is to create a share. We give the share a name, we give it an export path, we can set permissions and who can access the share. Once we've created the share, we can mount the share from a client. So either from Windows or Linux, I can mount the share. Here I'm using the show mount command to see that I can see share 1, and I'm using standard mount. I'm mounting it over NFS 4.2, and I mount it as mount/test1. I can see the size is 500 odd gigabytes there. Next, I'm going to add some more volumes. Here I'm going to add a 7-mode storage system from NetApp. Again, I give it an IP address and a username and the password. And we'll add volumes from the 7-mode filer. You see that we've added the volume, and our capacity is increased now to about 6 terabytes. Now if we look at the client and run a command called df, we will see that the size has again increased. So now we're seeing that capacity from the client, and that's all non-disruptive. Let's add a NetApp cluster mode. Again, we give it a name. We choose the type of storage, so we can support Isilon and NetApp and generic NAS as well. Again, an IP address, the admin username and credentials. And instead of adding volumes one by one, I can actually do some fancy things here. I can search for volume names. Here I'm looking for every volume named Graham, and I can add them all in one single step. So I'm adding several volumes here. We will fast forward through the demonstration here as we add the volumes. As we're adding them one at a time, our capacity is continually increasing as we add volumes. We now have 12 volumes and 655 terabytes of storage. And again, the client sees that non-disruptively. No need to remount. So with primary data DataSphere, we can create massive scalability. Here I'm going to continue adding additional Isilon, 7-modes, and cluster mode storage nodes and add the volumes from that. You notice I can also add type other, which is generic NAS. Here I've added an Oracle ZFS node. I can also add things like TrueNAS. And when I add volumes from each of these storage devices, I've added over 20 storage systems here, and we've added about 55 different volumes. They are all added to the capacity pool of DataSphere. If we look at the capacity, we see that we have 55 volumes across 20 storage nodes, and we're now up to 1.5 petabytes of storage seen by the client and without any disruption from the client. So in this demonstration, we've seen how DataSphere can create a large scale-out namespace from your existing storage devices. Thank you for watching.